You saw the slap, but what if that wasn't the beginning, just the loudest chapter? In this compilation, we're tracing 7 moments where the Mr. Nice Guy mask slipped and the alpha instinct took over. From early sitcom friction to red carpet handchecks, awkward press tours, and a simmering awards night rivalry, each entry adds a piece to a pattern. If you got too close to his spotlight, things got tense. Stay to the end, because the last one reframes the slap as the inevitable finale to decades of competitive heat. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 1. Chris Rock. One joke, one walk, one slap. Live on the Oscars stage and the room froze. It looked spontaneous, but the tension had a backstory.
Oh, wow!
Chris Rock had needled before, and the history turned a punchline into a fuse. The moment wasn't isolated, it felt like the top of a long, steep climb. Earlier signs were there. In 2016, Rock's monologue jabbed at Jada's boycott, and years later his stand-up kept circling the incident, apparently confirming a lingering chill. Media tracked the fallout. Apologies posted, the Academy's decade-long ban, and coverage that said the rift hadn't closed. Smith's tearful acceptance speech leaned on love and protection, while columnists dissected it through respectability politics and the policing of black anger on elite stages.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
Analysts have noted how outrage by black celebrities gets commodified and hyper-scrutinized, turning mistakes into endless content loops. So the slap reads less like a snap than a crest. Rivalry, pride, and a fight for dignity colliding. Which early career lessons trained him to grip the spotlight that tight? Number 2. Janet Hubert. Back on the Fresh Prince set, the laughs were loud, but the air between the rising lead and Janet Hubert stayed chilly. She played Aunt Viv with steel and grace, while the new star learned how a sitcom revolves around a center. That center got clearer every season. Conflicting stories piled up. Hubert said she was painted as difficult and boxed out, while reports framed him as the charming anchor with leverage beyond his years. Press from the 90s into the 2000s kept assigning blame, and, apparently, the shorthand stuck. Aunt Viv versus the Golden Boy. The fallout hit her resume hard, and fans were still debating who pushed whom when reruns aired. Industry chatter often ties this to early authority and youthful ego. When a lead learns to steer tone, pacing, even casting vibes, the orbit tightens around them. Years later, their reunion special thawed the ice, but the memory didn't fade. It confirmed the axis he preferred. And on bigger stages, that instinct shaped co-star chemistry, too. Number 3. Anthony Mackie. A quieter flashpoint slid by at his 51st birthday show. Anthony Mackie walks on, big smile, hyping the moment, goes in for a friendly hug, and the vibe tilts. Will checks him. Light tone, quick hand up. Crowd laughs like everything's fine. But the clip freezes that beat where celebration turns into a subtle, "not now." Fans were split. Some called it a playful roast. Others said it looked like a boundary laid down on a stage built for applause. The sequence is simple. Mackie's upbeat intro, a lean in, a pullback, and laughter as a social bandage. According to body language coaches and event pros, little corrections in public can read as dominance cues, especially when cameras lock on and the mic favors the headliner. Play can double as a power move, and the audience gives cover. So the birthday moment lands as a small tell, jokey outside, controlling inside. Now shift that energy to press lines, where chemistry is curated for the lens. Number 4. Margot Robbie. Focus and Suicide Squad rolled out like a highlight reel. Slick trailers, red carpet laughs, candid photo booth-style shots circulating, and headlines nudging at boundaries. The chemistry looked effortless, the kind that makes press junkets hum and late-night couches lean in. Fans were locked on their banter, because it sold the movies and fed the feeds at the same time. Then came the split-screen read. Studio-approved flirt versus rumors suggesting he loved staying dead center. According to entertainment blogs, the playful asides kept traffic up, and the narrative tilted toward him as the magnetic one. Margot kept it professional in interviews, downplaying chatter, while the back and forth still pushed his name into the headline slot again and again. Studios bank on that energy. On-screen tension keeps clips viral, and co-leads toe a line between PR chemistry and personal image. For a top-billed star, that line becomes a guardrail. Net result? The Alpha brand wins. More headlines, more intrigue, co-lead sizzle that still orbits him. Next up, the room gets crowded. Number 5, Hugh Jackman. What happens when a charming showman meets another charming showman? When Will links up with Hugh Jackman, the vibe is warm, but the edges are sharp. Fans were clocking the mutual praise that felt like a quiet scoreboard. Smiles, gym talk, franchise swagger, and those polite nudges about who sets the tone. Public moments added fuel. Social posts with compliment trades doubled as soft flexes. Joint appearances turned into crowd work clinics, each one leaning on effortless hosting energy. And suddenly, the game was who wins the room, without looking like they're trying. According to fan chatter, the nicest nice guy title became a leaderboard, and apparently every wink, every laugh beat counted. Researchers who study parasocial ranking say comparisons drive engagement, and the stars know it. When audiences stack resumes and charisma, brand primacy becomes a sport. So this reads like a velvet glove rivalry, smooth, smiling, and calculated to look harmless while protecting alpha status. Next, the dynamic shifts under a mentor's shadow. Number 6, Denzel Washington. Denzel sits in a different lane. Calm voice, tight craft, hardware to prove it. Will has praised him for years, but that admiration comes with a measuring stick. Awards bodies and think pieces love the contrast. Gravitas versus charisma, restraint versus reach. The North Star shines bright, and that glare can sting. The pressure grew when talk linked Will to the Sidney Poitier lineage, while still holding him against Denzel's discipline. Awards seasons underlined the divide, and fans were keeping score in real time. Then, Oscars night. Denzel's counsel landed like a bell. At your highest moment, that's when the devil comes for you. Suddenly, Will's arc felt framed as a moral exam in Denzel's orbit. Experts say standing next to a revered elder can twist identity, chasing approval while refusing the junior role. That's the paradox here. Denzel offered grace in crisis, yet his example highlighted the gap between image mastery and impulse control. Now, legacy math meets another friend's restless reinventions. Number 7. Ben Affleck. Parallel architects, for sure. Both chased box office, then leveled up by producing, directing, and flipping their brands when the heat shifted. Affleck's lane moved from matinee idol to filmmaker lead, while Smith balanced star vehicles with carefully timed prestige plays. Fans were clocking the overlap because it felt like the same chessboard with different openings. Friction points popped up during awards seasons and messy headlines. Affleck's Argo run looked like a blueprint for a reinvention arc, while Smith apparently favored measured pushes, testing how far the Academy door would open. Tabloid visibility added noise, paparazzi clips, viral interviews, rehab rumors versus self-help messaging. And the public kept comparing comeback strategies like scorecards. Trade chatter loves the bankability debate. Who leads adult-leaning hits? Who guarantees overseas pull? Who survives a news cycle storm? Analysts say star power cycles overlap and spark quiet rivalries, even without an open feud. So Affleck becomes a mirror, another alpha resetting the board, reminding everyone the crown stays crowded, and each rebound forces a recalibration. Across these 7 beats, the charm keeps doubling as control. And apparently, every nice guy moment carries a steering wheel. The tension between image and impulse sits right there. And according to analysis by Naela Orr, the slap turned what should have been his public coronation into Academy history, into another meditation on black anger, which fans were debating for months. So weigh in below. Where's the line between healthy competition and collateral damage? And which moment shifted your view the most? Drop a timestamp. Because if the slap was the loudest part, the quiet scenes, those smiles, hand checks, and mic grabs, were already writing the script.